guess this is what happened when you decide to go live outside. And it sounds like it's getting louder and louder. Just waiting on some people to come in so I can get started. I really hope that you can't hear that. And it's like far away. It's not even close. It's like a few houses down. It just sounds like it's getting louder and louder. But just waiting on some people to come in so I can get started. So while I'm waiting, I am going to kind of clean up my brows a little bit. The top part, at least. Let's see. I have to switch seats so y'all can see. It don't look like y'all can. Hello, welcome in. Hi, how are you? I'm doing good. This is my first time live, so hello. Decided to just come outside and do it. I might need to switch seats because I can't really see what I'm doing. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. This is my first time going live ever on YouTube. I actually started my YouTube journey 7 years ago today. And I decided to go live since it's 7 years. Nope, but you can say bye-bye. Anyways, so yeah, decided to just come and do a little bit of makeup outside since this is the 7-year mark. And Okay, good. They stopped the music. I thought I brung my other brushes out here, but I don't think I did. So I'm gonna have to just work with the brushes that I have for the eyeshadow. So um actually, before I do that, let me prime the rest of my lids. I think I'm gonna have to switch seats so y'all can see. Yes, it is. It's very quiet. I'm actually happy that the weather is pretty good also, because this morning it was freezing, so that's a good thing. Yeah, so basically, like I said, today, um, 7 years ago is when I decided to start my YouTube journey. I've been planning on it for a while, and as y'all can see, I am kind of on the shy side, but um, I just decided to, why not make your first video. My first video actually was not a makeup related video at all. It was a dedication to my dad. But I ended up having to take it down because of the music that was playing in the background. So I decided to just today come outside and do some makeup. I'm self-taught. Everything that I learned about makeup, I taught myself. Um, I did go to cosmetology school, but I didn't really care about the makeup side. It was more so the hair and the nails part of it. But once I, graduated and a few years passed, because I didn't never wear makeup, I was like, you know what? Why not give it a chance? And that's what I did and went for it. So if you go back and look at a couple of my old videos versus the videos now, you can tell a major difference in how I apply my makeup, the brushes that I use, all that good stuff. Um, yeah, but I'm gonna get started on the eyeshadow, and I think I'm going to start with, I want to do something with black for some reason. So I'm gonna start off with a black shade. And y'all can feel free to ask questions long as they're respectful. I will answer them. So I'm just stamping it into place. I didn't bring my other brushes outside. The ones that I normally use, these are like, I don't know, very cheap. But I'm gonna make it work with what I got in front of me, so I don't have to get up to get nothing else. But I'm just placing it where I want it to be, in the outer corner. I wonder if I should sit in the shade. Well, the sun about to be going down soon. Then I will have to, y'all will be hearing me move all this stuff around. But that's okay. The next shade I'm gonna go in with is a orange to kind of clean that area up a little bit. So I'm going on top as well as above and blending those two shades together, making sure that everything is nicely blended. You can start off with your transition color first. It just depends on what look I'm going for. I may, start off with it first, but for the most part, I've been loving doing it this way because I don't know, it just apply a little better to me. Without adding any more black onto that brush, go back into the color just a little bit. And I keep looking down because I'm looking to make sure that I don't miss any comments, because it's hard for me to see through my phone and it's a mirror down in front of me. So just in case you guys were wondering. I'm hearing like little noises in the back of me, so I take it as some squirrels back there. Or possibly a deer. So let me see. That's how it looks so far. And I think I want to do something. So this is the palette that I'm using. I don't know if I showed it the first time. And then I started off with this black, and then I used this orange. I don't know what color I want to use next though. I might use one of these. It's like one is like a greenish color and one is like a bluish color. I possibly can use them both. Make them stand out. Actually, I think I'm gonna use this one, the greenish one. That way I could hopefully y'all can hear me over the wind. I'm just prepping the brush, but I'm not going right in with that just yet. So to clean up some of this black a little bit, I'm gonna go in with a brown. And I'm doing that so that when I go in with that other shade, everything kind of flows into each other. So let me see. I'm trying to block the sun just a little bit. And then for the rest of the lid, I'm gonna go in with that green shade. And just stamping that into place. And I'm going to also go over that brown just a little bit, and then I'm gonna take my finger to blend that out a little more. That's a pretty color. And I might add some of this little silver looking color in between those shades. Not too much of it though, because I don't want it to overpower the look. And then go back in with whatever's left on the brush to apply to it. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Go into that black. Apply that to the outer corner. Hopefully you'll be able to see this side a little better. And just stamp that into place. And I'm bringing it over just a little bit Then going back in with that orange on top as well as above. And I'm going to blend those two shades together. And that's going to help get rid of that harsh line from that black as well. And this is also my first time doing my makeup outside. I have attempted to do it outside before, but it didn't work out that way because the wind started blowing real heavy and was knocking all my stuff over. So I just decided to go back in the house and record. But I decided since today feels good outside, why not come outside and, you know, make the video. Let me make the live. Then I'm going to go in with a little bit of that brown. And then that green shade. And I have everything that I use listed in the description. So just in case, you know, people miss the live, they can go back and see everything that I used. And I'm going to try to go live on here at least once or twice a month because I do make a lot of videos in between, so I don't want to drain myself. I should have brought a hair clip. Going in with a little bit of that silver color, not too much of it. And I feel like it's going to be kind of hard for me to put on lashes out here, so I'm not going to even attempt to do that. Now that the eyes are halfway done, I'm gonna move on to the face. I already added some moisturizer to my face, but because it is cold outside, it don't seem like it really did much of nothing. And I'm just going in with, you know, a little bit of primer. Did not want that on my lips. I'm trying to see if I can see the woodpecker. And this eye keep watering, so hopefully I'm not allergic to pollen. Because since I've been out here, my eyes been running on this side. So for the foundation, I'm going in with the littlest amount. And then blending that out. A little goes a long way. You don't really need a lot. And I will show y'all at the end too, because I know it's kind of hard to see sitting out here. show y'all. So that's how it's looking so far. And I'm not sure, for those of you who watch my channel, I do live in Abu Dhabi, but right now I'm in the US. So once you start seeing the lives and the scenery looks different, that's why. In the foundation, again, a little goes a long way. You don't have to apply a lot. I know a lot of people don't like to apply the foundation underneath the eyes. I do, because it gives me a little more coverage. And whatever product is left on the brush, that's what I use to apply on my nose. So pretty much nothing really goes on my nose, for real, because I apply the tiniest bit there, because my nose, no matter what, will get the oiliest before anything else, and I don't like the way that looks, especially if you're out and about and don't have none of your tools and stuff with you. So I try not to put none there. And I'm gonna need for my eye to stop watering before I can get to the concealer and powder part. And again, whatever is left on there is where I like to apply to the brush, and it's literally nothing else on the brush. And for the rest of the face, I'm gonna pretty much be using that same brush to blend out everything else. You can use a different brush if you want, but since the rest of my stuff is in the house, I'm gonna use what I have in front of me. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of concealer. Just underneath the eyes. I'm not gonna do it in the center of my nose or the forehead. And I'm gonna go ahead and let that sit for a little while. While that is sitting, I am going to spray my face just a little bit. Then continue to let this dry down. And what did I do with my spoolie for my brows? Let's see. It might not let me set the under eye like I want to on this side. Get this so y'all can see. And I'm just added a real little bit. I got this up so you guys could see what I'm doing. And I'm gonna let that dry a little more. So how I do it in my videos, blend out the edges first in the outer corners so that could blend into that foundation. That color on camera looks really pretty. And if you feel like the inner corner is dried down enough, that's when you can go in with your other stuff. I did not bring my bronzer outside, so won't be no bronzer today. So now I'm just blending the inner corners. I think it's deers or something back there, but I'm not 100% sure. But now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of powder, but I gotta put that down. And I'm gonna use that same brush. There's something back there in the woods. And then I'm blending it out as I apply it. And then whatever is left again goes on my nose. And you can use that same powder for all over to set the rest of the face. I don't even set the rest of my face. Well, I ain't gonna say I don't. Lately, these past couple of days, I haven't been setting the rest of my face. And I've been loving the outcome, honestly. Because when I first started off doing my makeup, I wasn't using any powder at all. And my makeup used to be really nice. Not saying it's not nice with the powder, because it is. So whatever is remaining on the brush is what I'm pretty much blending in. We're going to set this one more time with some setting spray. What did I do with the other one? And this particular spray bottle is not the Benefit spray. I actually added the Charlotte Tilbury spray in here only because I wasn't about to pack that big bottle, and this one was empty. Plus, I love the way this mist out, so we're gonna let that dry. This look is pretty much simple. I'm not gonna do any eyeliner because again, I can't really see what I'm doing, so I'm gonna do some lip liner and then apply some type of lipstick. And I like to do ombre lips when I do my lips. So I make the lip liner a little more bold. And then blend it out. And I think I'm going to go in, yeah, with this one. Boy, my eyes, I don't even know if I'm getting to mascara today. And I'm only applying that in the center, really. And then I'm going to go in with a little gloss, just some clear gloss. And I'm wiping my applicator off because I do want my clear gloss to stay clear. That's just me. And this eye is just not letting up. And then for the mascara, I'm going in with this one. I've been loving this mascara lately. Probably one of my favorites. I have a lot of favorites when it comes to mascara, but this is probably one of my favorites. Whatever it is, it's one behind me and it's one to that side. The sun is going down. And then I'm going to go in with one more spray. And that is it. I want to do the bottom lashes, but the way this eye is over here watering, I don't know. I'm going to try it. Oh, did not mean to do that. And that's it. That's the finished look. And I couldn't do a whole lot because I couldn't really see everything sitting out here in the sun. So if I go live again tomorrow, I may sit on the opposite side. You'll still be able to see the trees and stuff behind me, but I won't be in that much sunlight because the way it's looking right now, it looks good. But in the sunlight, it's a bit much um, to do the videos. And again, this is my first live ever on YouTube, and I was nervous to do it, but I'm excited that I did do it. And I'm probably gonna, like I said, do this at least once to twice a month, depending on how I go with the other videos. That way I can get live interaction with people. Um, and yeah, so hope y'all enjoyed this live, and I will see you in the next one.